This series is not meant to be an accurate representation of the current NASCAR Cup Series. This is a fictional series, ran on NR2003 for enjoyment. I hope you enjoy today's race.
Hello everybody, welcome back to the NR2003 Simulation Season live on Thanks for Trying TV from Kansas Speedway today, the sister racetrack to Las Vegas where the championship race will be held. These drivers are hoping to learn something today that may translate into the end of the season race at Las Vegas. With the tracks being so similar, they may be able to pick up on a couple little things that may help them later on in the season. Kansas is a tough racetrack, and today will prove to challenge these drivers as they go racing on this mile-and-a-half racetrack. Extremely hot today, temperature is 91 degrees, and we are ready to roll here in Kansas. The command to fire engines only seconds away.
Drivers, start your engines!
Command's been given to fire engines. Cars are on pit lane, ready to roll off and get ready to race. This is where everybody will roll off for today's race. Daniel Suarez with the pole. 99 car has been strong this weekend, practice and qualifying, obviously. Trackhouse has been a very strong team this season. Ross Chastain with his win in Atlanta. Daniel Suarez still looking for his first win of the season. Chastain also starting in the top 10. Pace car about to peel off. Put the field in the hands of Daniel Suarez. Into the restart zone they come. Green flag in the air. We're racing in Kansas. Suarez jumps out to the early lead here. A good launch off the restart. Important to note we're using the 550 package this weekend. You can see the pack really staying together and using that draft. But Suarez in the lead, he has jumped out to the very early lead here as we've got some racing down back here. I saw some 3 wide. It's like Corey LaJoie, Bubba Wallace racing hard together. McDowell looking to the inside of Corey LaJoie. Going to be for the 25th position. Further in the back, check up on the outside with the 7. Chase Briscoe with heads-up driving to avoid him. You can see what that did to the field. It kind of split these guys. See some of the Hendrick cars, pretty much all the Hendrick cars, right together here with Bowman winning 2 weeks in a row. One at Bristol Dirt and then Talladega last week. Looking like we might see a little bit of 4 wide action here with Byron. Hamlin up on the top side, back down to 3 wide. That loss of momentum on the high side, it seems like it's really hurting some of these guys as they continue to race around. Ooh, McDowell. There's some damage on the side of the 34 car. Looked like he got too high off of turn number 4, and he's going to end up with some damage. Oh, and Bubba Wallace checks up. Damage on the front of the 42 machine. Bubba Wallace checked up hard. And it looks like the 42 at Ty Dillon, he's going to be the biggest loser on that. Wondering if there's any damage to the diffuser on the 23 as well, because that was pretty solid contact. It bent the hood on the 42 car. So already some early contact and action around the racetrack. Proving to be challenging for some of these drivers. In front of the field, everything has single filed out. Martin Truex Jr. here in second. Keselowski looking to the inside of him. We're going to take a look at the fastest laps early here. Fastest lap is the number 1 of Ross Chastain. Ryan Blaney is also up there with the fastest lap. Both those guys running pretty close times, as well as the 2. So Penske has got some speed in their race cars this weekend. One guy I don't see on that top list is 22. Joey Logano is back 17th fastest. Logano currently 16th. But all this action is behind the 99 of Daniel Suarez, who has led every lap so far, been caution-free. There has been some contact on the racetrack. Working on getting an update on the 42. Ty Dillon still back here, battling with Tyler Reddick and Hamlin, who both of those guys started up towards the front of the pack. That damage on the 42 definitely is hurting that car. On the flip side of that is the 23. Doesn't seem like the contact really hurt Bubba all too much, as his lap times have not really fallen off. Story here, Tyler Reddick, he started all the way up the front of the pack, and he is not impressing right now. Him or the 11. Last week's winner, Bowman battling just outside the top 10. Bowman currently in 12th position. In C10th, right in front of him. Front of the field, things have tightened up a little bit. As we had mentioned that the 12 and the 1, they had the fastest laps of the race so far, and both those guys have actually got to the back bumper of the 99. Getting to the back bumper and making a pass is two different things. Trackhouse Racing has really shown some muscle here early at Kansas. With 2 of their cars in the top 3. Chastain just trying to work on the 12 and see if he can find a way around him. Laning up on the high side. Looks like Chastain might look to the inside here. He will. And he will get to the quarter panel. So if Chastain can complete this pass, it would make a Trackhouse 1-2. And it looks like the 1 might be able to clear off a 2, maybe not, as Blaney's going to battle back hard on the outside. Looks like the 6 car going to try to push ahead on the back bumper of the 1. But Blaney hanging tough up on the high side, and he's going to use the run that he gets off that top lane and defend well from Chastain. And while all that was happening, the 99 has now jumped out to a 6/10 of a second lead with those guys racing each other. A bit further back, you got Chase Elliott battling with Kyle Busch. These two drivers have been battling for the last few laps here. Cindric trying to join that fight. Field pretty much single file at this point. Besides back here, where Ty Dillon is still trying to coast that car around, hoping for a caution at some point that they can work on that race car. Maybe push that hood down and prevent it from hurting them aerodynamically. Daniel Hemrick, he gets another start for the 16 Kaulig racing machine. Last week it was Noah Gragson. So 3 wide here with Stenhouse on the bottom, but Stenhouse not able to hold that lane. And that's actually going to bring the 8 of Tyler Reddick into the conversation. All this battling for right around 20th position. Aerial coverage here. Gonna watch this battle unfold. You can see Reddick, he was able to get by the 47 and the 16, but slipped up a little bit there in turn 3 and 4, and that's gonna open the door for Daniel Hemrick in the 16 to get back underneath the 8 car. 47 is gonna follow him through. But as we saw with that battle with Ryan Blaney and the 1 of Chastain, Reddick able to defend well from that high side. This is the toughest battle on the racetrack. A little bit of contact there in the wall. Looks like the 38 of Todd Gillen, he might have got the wall, or it might have been Hemrick. Saw some sparks there, not sure which one of them hit it. Had a minor technical difficulty there, but we are back live here. We apologize for the technical difficulty. Racing continuing here in Kansas. At the front of the field, we've got a battle for the lead between Suarez and Ryan Blaney. As we had talked about a couple times so far today, Blaney has been fast, but not fast enough to get around the 99 quite yet. With green flag pit stops looming, who's going to make the move first? That a lot of times can determine who is going to leapfrog or take the lead. Tires are worn out. If you pit first, potentially make some time up. A battle between Kyle Busch and Chase Elliott, that was also settled while we had that technical difficulty. Chase Elliott was able to get by the 18, and Elliott moves himself into 6th with his sights set on 5th with Martin Truex. Just creeping up on halfway here. Elliott setting up the move on the 19 of Truex. Trying to move him up a lane. The battle at the front is alive and well. 3 wide for second. Looks like Blaney is going to be the big loser on that, dropping 2 spots and possibly more. the battle at the front has definitely heated up. Specifically right around that 5th position. Blaney's momentum, when he lost that momentum, being up on the top, it jacked everybody up all the way back to Austin Cindric in 7th and really brought all these guys together. Cindric, he went very high in turn 3, almost like he lost the nose of that 2 car. Back through the field, taking a look at some of these different drivers. 42 has fallen off quite a bit. Expecting green flag pit stops here soon, and we have a new player that's moved up into 2nd place, and that's Brad Keselowski. Last lap he was 0.3 of a second back. He's now down to 1/10 of a second, just about 1/10 and a half. He's going to be there. He will be on the back bumper of the 99, but we've seen passing be very, very difficult for a lot of drivers this afternoon. As we see here, the lane really starting to widen out as we've got cars pitting. Only one, and it's a lonely pit road for the one of Ross Chastain, but is this going to be a play where he could potentially leapfrog his teammate? This could potentially be a race-winning move for the one. Pit road. Not a lot of cars. Looks like here comes the leader, Daniel Suarez. He's going to be down. He's going to drag a bunch more of these cars down. A lot of them. Suarez, Truex, Cindric. Larson's down. Byron, Harvick, Reddick, all these cars coming down. Now, it would be very curious as to where the 99 is going to come out in relation to the 1 car, with all these cars pitting. And here comes the rest of the field, it looks like. Besides Bubba Wallace. So Bubba Wallace, he may inherit the lead here. He will. Staying out a lap later. There's the 99 as he's coming off pit road. Not at full speed. Here comes the 1. At full speed, but the lap car of the 50 is going to hurt any progress that Chastain had made on the 99. Being stuck behind the 50 car is definitely going to hurt Chastain here. As we can see, the rest of the cars that pitted a little bit later starting to come back onto the racetrack now. Elliott and Ryan Blaney, 2 of those cars. And as you can see, they are not up to full speed yet. But Elliott trying to put the block on the 48. He will, but Alex Bowman going to look inside. So Bowman is going to get by Chase Elliott now to take the top spot for Hendrick. 3 Hendrick Motorsports cars under a blanket there. Chase Elliott, he's got to be the big loser by pitting laps later. The day for Denny Hamlin has not been the day that he was hoping for here in Kansas. The 11 car has struggled from the drop of the green flag all the way till now. Hamlin right now being shown back in 31st position. An unfortunate race for Hamlin, who came in here with some hope that he was going to be able to have a good run. And this may not just hurt him now, it may hurt him at the end of the playoffs. At the front, Daniel Suarez is enjoying close to a 1-second lead over the two of Austin Cindric. Suarez off of turn number 2 rather, onto the back straightaway. Battle right here is for 4th and 5th, Chastain versus Truex. Chastain going to be able to hold Truex off to maintain that 4th place position. A couple Hendrick teammates been going at it since the 9 returned to the racetrack. Wondering where the 4th Hendrick Motorsports car, you got to look all the way back to the 21st position, battling with Austin Dillon for 20th. That's where you'll find William Byron. Byron has struggled today. Dillon on the high side. Going to be able to maybe track the 24 back down, but maybe not, as the 47 is going to give the 24 a shove down into turn number 3. The shove might not be enough, as Dillon is still going to be to the outside of the 24. Looks like William Byron will clear the 3 car off a 2 down the back straightaway this time to take the 20th position. Battle for second between Cindric and Keselowski. These guys cannot seem to get away from each other no matter what track we go to. It always seems like the 2 and the 6 are battling, and the funny thing about it is Austin Cindric is in Brad Keselowski's old race car. Cindric in, Keselowski out, Keselowski to the 6. And these guys just seem like they can't get away from each other all season long. The field has gotten really strung out. A car that's actually having a really good day today is the 38 of Todd Gilliland. Gilliland running 12th. This would be his best finish of the season if he is able to continue this. Gilliland has struggled this season. But today having a good run just outside the top 10. Battling with Christopher Bell. Further back you will find Todd Gilliland's teammate, 34, Michael McDowell. Let's see Byron trying to work him over. Gonna take a peek to the inside now. So Byron trying to make a move towards the front of the field as we are within 10 laps to go. Looks like Byron is going to maybe clear the 34. He will. McDowell way high. And that loss of momentum may lose him another spot to the 3 of Austin Dillon. It will. Dillon will clear McDowell off of turn number 4. So that one bobble for the 34 ended up proving pretty costly. One car that is on the move is the 24, William Byron. He is racing really well right now. Putting down some quick lap times. Looking like he's going to try to make a move on the outside of Kevin Harvick, which looks like he may do with the ease coming off of turn number 4. So the 24 marching his way towards the top 15 right now. Byron now being scored in the 18th position. And this has turned into a bit of a battle here with the 45, the 1, the 48, and the 9. These guys all pretty close together. All the drivers thinking it's time to go. Elliott gonna look to make it 3 wide. Not going to happen. And with all this racing, here comes the 5, the 38, and now we're going to be 3 wide. And Chastain, he's going to be the odd man out here. As that car, something has happened to the 1 machine. It is not as quick as it was in the early stages of the race, battling up there in the 1st and 2nd position. Not sure if tire wear has gotten a hold of the 1 of Chastain, but he's just got the wall a little bit. Coming down to the end of the race. Don't want to really go away from this battle, but we also have a battle brewing for the lead, as Keselowski, he was able to run the 99 of Suarez down. Suarez has led every lap in this race, dominated this race so far, and now with 3 to go, it has become a 3-man battle for the lead, with Cindric also right there. See Keselowski right behind Suarez trying to plan the move. As we've seen today, passing has been very, very difficult. One wrong move and you can lose the momentum, and Keselowski could potentially be looking at a 3rd place finish instead of a 2nd place finish if you make the wrong move at the wrong time. And there's his move. Keselowski down to the inside. Can he get it to stick? Not looking like it's gonna stick for him, but it may down in 3 and 4. The run goes to the 99. These 2 racing has brought Austin Cindric into the mix. But that's what we were talking about just now. The move that Keselowski made, it may have been the wrong move, as now look at the ground that he has lost to the 99. It looks like Cindric going to try to make a move on the 6 car. These guys have not gotten away from each other too much here today. But all eyes on Trackhouse and Daniel Suarez off of turn number 4. For the first time this season, Daniel Suarez is going to be a winner in the NASCAR Cup Series. Daniel Suarez is going to be your winner. And he is going to bring it around here and give a great burnout for Suarez's first win in the NASCAR Cup Series.
And
Daniel Suarez will bring his car around to the front straightaway here at Kansas Speedway, his first career win in the NASCAR Cup Series. And he's going to burn it down for these fans. And Kansas Speedway, first career win, Daniel Suarez. An unbelievable race for Daniel and the team. With Ross Chastain winning for Trackhouse this year, and Daniel not being in victory lane yet, it was hard on him. But today, he is the victor, and he will walk away as the winner today here at Kansas Speedway. A caution-free race that we had today in Kansas. Passing was very difficult. You couldn't make the moves that you needed to, and if you jumped out too soon, you were losing position after position. This is where it's all going to shake out here today. Daniel Suarez is indeed your winner this afternoon in what was a dominating performance for the 99 and their team, being able to come down on the pit road, get all the service done to their machine in a quick and very clean fashion to get him back out in front of the one of Ross Chastain, who had pitted before him. But the one, as you saw in the finishing order here, he had some struggles at the end of this one. And here's how the points are going to shake out after this one. Alex Bowman still at the top of the board. His 2 wins helping him out immensely in that. Fighting for that cutoff line. It is early to talk about the playoffs, but at the same time, it is never too early to look at the point situation and where some drivers have gotten themselves. Everybody keep in mind that the knockout-style playoff format at the end of the season is one of a kind, and if you are the bottom 2 drivers, no matter if you won 8 races in the season, you'll be eliminated race by race. And wins, all they do is get you maximum points. They don't lock you into any rounds. They don't do any of that. So they will have to race their way in. And taking a look at the schedule, next week we have Dover, the fast concrete mile racetrack that eats tires. That should be a good show. And then it's not shown here on the schedule, but we do have the All-Star race right after that. Then you have the Coca-Cola 600, which is our longest race of the season. So a couple good races coming up. Dover next week is going to be a test of how tough you are, as Dover is a very difficult racetrack. But that's going to be next week. We have Daniel Suarez as our winner here in Kansas today. We will celebrate him, and congratulations for the 99 crew to get their first win in the NASCAR Cup Series and the first win this season for Daniel Suarez and the crew. Thank you everybody for watching. We hope that we'll see you in the next broadcast at Dover next week. Thank you.